Buenos dias. But some do it. I mean, and since he's recording now, I'm not going to tell you exactly how. Safety on.
No pigs wanted to play. Did you see the buck? Did you see the deer?
Yes,
Yeah.
So the deer. I heard the deer. I saw the squirrel.
It's been raining like this for about an hour. Maybe not quite this hard. There's already an inch of rain in the gauge. Started raining on us this morning when we were out hunting and we were soaked. So we came back in and I'm glad we did because this would not be any fun to be hunting in.
What'd you do?
Come on.
Oh, Mike's gonna be mad.
Okay. Go ahead and hop in. Let's go.
Well, Mike, you don't have a big problem anymore. We got rid of them all. They're gone. They're gone. Not a pig left on the ranch.
In Texas.
Probably not in Texas. They have this too. They realize we have an Eddie that is coming over. You're right.
We moved to the other range.
Mr. Pedersoli showed us where we're going.
Yeah. His reputation preceded him. They knew they were in trouble.
They stuck around. They stuck around for Chiappa, but
Mr.
Mr. Pedersoli showed
They
up.
understood.
It's like, those are some good ass rifles. We're not gonna.
Welcome to the Adventure Cowboy channel. I'm Clayton Markser, and with me is
Buenos dias.
Pierangelo Pedersoli.
Good morning to everybody.
Good morning. Mr. Pedersoli, can you tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do?
Yes, I'm Pierangelo Pedersoli again, a second generation of the Davide Pedersoli company. This company has been started by my father, David. Actually, I had the third generation already operating with me, with my son Stefano, my niece Daniela. So it's a family company that is working since 1957. So next year it will be 60 years anniversary.
Wow, it's a long time. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What would you say is your specialty?
Well, the company started producing over and under, as most of the Italian company. And then in the late 50s, beginning of 60s, we start making black powder gun. And around the 70s, we quit manufacturing over and under, and we have been specialized in black powder and cartridge gun, all connected to the period that go from the beginning of the 1700 to the end of the 1800. Most of them Americans, but not only Americans, we also have European guns. Practically, our desire is to make reproduction of guns that go from Europe to America, covering all the history of these two continents.
Like a firearms timeline.
Yep.
I really like that idea. What are the most popular firearms that you produce and sell to the people in America?
Sharps, probably. Sharp has been one of our best item, but before the Sharp shotgun, side-by-side shotgun, muzzleloading, we did also many Kentuckys, Blue Ridge, Frontier. I mean, also the line of the Kentuckys was, and it is very line. Many people can remember the Kodiak, one of our big selling item in the past. I'm talking about a double barrel rifle, and etc., because I don't remember it all, but the line is quite big. Sharp is one of the guns that we started manufacturing in the 90s, and recently we are coming out with the lever action, which is giving us a lot of success in the 86-71, but the more recent 86, and it seems to be well accepted by the American public and shooter.
I have one. Yeah, I love it, and I've shot your 86-71, the Boarbuster model that you have. Obviously, you have a relationship with Cimarron Firearms. Can you explain a little bit about the history of that and where you're looking to go in the future?
I think it's going back many years, many years. Unfortunately for me, evidently, but it has been always a very good relation. Since I think I know Mike before he started with Cimarron at the time of Old West, I think. I think he bought, if I'm not wrong, our first Tryon that was on the cover of our catalog, and he bought it from Mike Poasnik from Trail Guns Armory back in Lake City, Texas. Wow. And since that time we have been growing a friendship, personal friendship. And of course, once he started in the business, we became one of his supplier.
Awesome. What do you see as the future of Pedersoli Firearms? Where, as far as keeping your traditions alive and viable going into the future?
Future is in the, for a few more years is in my hands. But it will arrive the time that I will be retired. I don't know when yet. But I'm glad because my son likes this business and he's taking over most of the things that I'm already doing. And together with my son, as I said before, my niece also. So we are keeping the control of the family, of the company as a family company. And I see that the historical guns are welcome almost everywhere. It's not only United States now, but we are starting to sell black powder to Argentina. We are starting to sell black powder to Russia. We are opening that market. All the East Europe is actually all interested on the black powder, but to the American history, most of them. I mean, you would be surprised to see cowboy action in Russia. You would be surprised to see cowboy action in Bulgaria, in Poland, and I think Pedersoli opened this door. And I'm proud to say yes, we did something for this market, for this, let's say, sport activity in Europe, and where we are considered among the leader of this kind of guns.
If I have somebody on my channel that wants to know, of all the gun manufacturers out there, why should I buy a Pedersoli gun? You know, I know there's a long story there, but can you give a brief synopsis of why Pedersoli's?
Yes, well, my opinion, first of all, because our manufacturing did not start with the black powder. We start with the regular over and under. So we brought all our knowledge of that particular segment of the firearms into the black powder or into the sharps, etc., etc. So it's a long knowledge. Then we are not just assembling gun. I know many people consider they same manufacturers because they buy one part here, one part there, and they assemble. Now we do everything inside the company. Our company is having different departments, starting with the barrel department. We are very, very known for our barrels, and that are considered among the best worldwide. We do all our frames inside, we do all our parts inside, we do also the stock. So we are real manufacturers. Of course, we develop the project using the most modern technology in terms of project itself, so the 3D printing and the CAD/CAM, and in terms of manufacturing, because we own many CNC machinery. Also, it has nothing to do, obviously, with the manufacturing, but I'm the president of Association of Gun Makers, and in our association I'm proud to say that we are teaching the new generation, and we want to bring all our knowledge to the next generation, and this is one of the things I like the best, and I'm proud to say yes, we start to do this in Italy as well.
Awesome. Well, Mr. Pedersoli, I've had the opportunity to hunt with you for the last couple of days, and we didn't get to shoot a pig. We had like 2 inches of rain in an hour, as Mr. Mike Harvey would call it, a real frog strangler, and that really kind of screwed up the hunting. But I had a wonderful time getting to know you and spending time in the blind and hiking out through the brush with you. I really appreciate the opportunity.
Thank you
for
it
coming on my show.
A real pleasure, thank you. And thank you to Mike to host me here.
Yes, absolutely. We've had a very, very amazing time here at the Blue Moon Ranch, owned by Mike Harvey and Jamie and Bryce. And here's a rifle that is a Pedersoli.
Yeah, I want to thank all the family here. Mike first, and his daughter, his son-in-law. I mean, beautiful people, food excellent.
Excellent.
And the music, wow. Congratulations. Both of you. Very, very good. Very, very good.
Bryce is the musician, but thank you. I really appreciate that. And I just want to close with this shot. This is one of your rifles, and I just want to close with this because it is a beautiful, beautiful piece.
And I put my sombrero and I keep sleeping if you don't mind.
You can, yeah, go back to sleep.